stood beneath the stage lights as the crowd roared, and you reached for my hand like it meant something real. I smiled the way they wanted me to, proud and poised. Even though every look we shared was just another performance, we timed every glance like choreography, perfect for the fans, flawless for the feed. You leaned in with that easy charm and I matched your energy, pretending this was more than skin and script. The words you whispered were polished and smooth, but I've seen the truth in your eyes too many times to believe them. We posed like it was all part of the game, but every time you said my name, it burned in a place I wish I could ignore. Beneath the lights we glowed like fire, but as soon as they dimmed, you were already gone. Every smile, every moment felt like something I was clinging to. While you let go, you were still playing a part. I was still hoping it was real. You always knew how to hold me just long enough to make it believable, just close enough for the camera, never close enough for me. The touches were flawless, the timing divine, but they never carried weight when the night grew quiet. When the final cue faded and the silence took center stage, you turned the page without a second thought, and still somehow I kept falling again and again, because some foolish part of me kept believing you might fall too. Behind the curtain, you were a stranger with your back turned, scrolling through a world I wasn't part of. The noise, the fans, the spotlight begged for more, but only I knew the cost. We blurred lines in hotel rooms where I reached for something real and you reached for someone else. It's just for the views, you told me, as if those moments meant nothing, but I keep replaying the nights we never dared to live. We shared the same bed, the same flickering hotel light, but you were never mine, not really, not even then. Once the scenes were cut, you drifted like I'd never existed, and all the pieces of us that almost touched never made it to the surface. Our hands, our lips, they met, but never where it counted. Everything between us slipped through like smoke, like lies whispered in the dark. I tried to find you in your eyes, but they were always looking past me. You held me when the feet demanded it, but it never matched the dream I carried. And now as the lights fade and the set clears, you leave me behind without hesitation. If this was only ever a part to you, then I was just a fool, the one who stayed after the show ended. We stepped on stage again, the crowd screaming like it was love, and you kissed me like it meant going viral. My chest pounded with everything I couldn't say, while you hit your marks like a seasoned actor. You sold them a fantasy and they bought it, called it romance, called it real, but I knew better. You stared into my eyes like it was art, not affection, and I was starving for something you'd never give. We stood there, picture perfect, two boys made a spotlight and smoke, but I was the only one who felt anything at all. Now the world celebrates what we fake so well, and I smile because that's the job. But even when your eyes never look back, I stay behind the scenes, aching. They chant our names, write fanfics, dream of us, but none of them know the silence I sit with after the curtain drops. They still cheer for something that never existed. You called it work, called it pretend, but I loved you through every take. And now every kiss they cheer for stings like a bruise, because I was real and you were just a script. You'll never call it love, but I'll always be the boy behind the act, still loving you from the wings.